Welcome back to the TGOM podcast, episode 23, where we have two men with one microphone. I am your co-host, MegaRedsFan, here with my co-host.
Palebreadpainter.
Sometimes goes by the name Original Jellyfish when his dementia kicks in. So,
Did I mess it up that time or not?
no,
I
you
don't
said
know.
Palebreadpainter.
Okay. Guess
So,
who's back? Back again.
he abandoned the pod for one episode, then returned. And comes back in, and there's a nail sticking out of the back of his head, and it's like deep in the back of his head.
Yeah, didn't he die?
Yeah, I killed him.
Okay. I just needed a refresher to remember.
Yeah, he's dead. The orgy server, of course.
Yes, the orgy service. That's crazy. There's drama in the the Lego Battles Reddit.
I guess. We used to play three people on a Chromebook, which you have to understand, that is the most cramped keyboard. We had 3 hands.
You're like, shut down. It's like, alright, shutting down, Brian. Like, no. Yeah. Beware of the well. Sometimes you can still hear them at night whispering, Arigato. Welcome to my Facebook Live. Indeed. See, it's weird recording from like what, a full state away, Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan's a different
Crazy. State. Oh man, it's been forever. Like, it's almost been a month, I think.
I think it's been maybe.
Because I've been here since like the 25th of the last month or something like that. So I've been here for like 25 days.
Are you ever coming back, or are you just living in Michigan now?
I'll come back eventually. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
I still have some of my stuff at home, so I gotta go back eventually,
Right.
Oh man. But I'm excited. We can finally do the podcast again. Oh boy. So what's been happening since my little retreat, shall we say?
The Frycraft server finally did our border world.
Yes. I watched a bit of the video you'd posted about it. I liked what I saw.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to finish it because apparently I'm a busy guy once I hit Michigan, but oh man. Not Kyle trying to punt a child again. The 300th time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's also really funny that all 4 of us went into different corners. So, and we would have played it again this week, but Alex and Emily were both gone.
That's fair.
But I think Emily's gonna be back this week. I don't know about Kyle, and I don't know about you, but
I should be able to, unless I'm going back on that Friday.
Just play on the road, like a hotspot.
Of course. You're so right.
Hey guys, I'm back. Just hovering over the trees, just like flying.
Yes. I just disappear for half an hour, but my character's still there, and then I come back and I'm like, oh, can you guys not hear me?
Guys, I've been talking this whole time.
Yeah, no one's been responding. That's crazy. Bro, that just reminded me. Remember that Frycraft where you and Emily both had me muted for like 20 minutes and I didn't know? Like, because I think I had like an alarm going off for like 5 minutes, and I came back and you guys had muted me.
I know we did that.
5-minute period.
I think I know we did that to Lindsay. I think we muted her and then forgot. But I think I remember that. Not explicitly, but I think I do remember that.
Like, it was me, you, and Emily. We were the only ones on the server, and I was like, "Oh, I'll be right back. Get some food or whatever." And then I came back, and you guys were talking. I was like, "Yeah, what are we talking about?" You know, I was trying
Hello?
to like conversate, and like I'd be talking like, "Why is no one responding? What is this?" I'm like, at a certain point, like after like 30 minutes of that, I texted in the chat. I'm like, "Can you guys not hear me?" Like that's why I texted in the chat, and you guys were like, "Oh yeah, we muted Nick. Whoops."
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow."
That,
Oh,
that sounds like something we would do.
I had completely forgotten about that until just now.
Was that on the first server or?
That was on the second.
It's okay.
Like, it was during the time when we still lived together, I think. Pretty sure. Oh, man.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something we would do. It's like
Oh,
the, I see we would have never done that if you still had the fapping fan. Because it's so much fun to listen to the fapping fan.
Of course. It's... Sometimes my fan does do the fapping sound, but, like, only for, like, 10 seconds at a time, and then it stops. I'm like, oh. I can't wait for this one to fall off of the ceiling, too. Like... It was crazy. Like, I didn't realize it had fallen from the ceiling for, like, a full hour and a half after I woke up. Because, like, I was like, why is my room so quiet? Oh, well. I, like, picked up my phone and was scrolling through, like, Instagram or, like, Discord or whatever have you, watching videos. It's like, man, it is so quiet in here. I look to my left, I'm like, oh, that's why. Like, and the fan is, like, still going as hard as ever, just hanging from a thread. Like, oh, my God. Like... I wish I took a photo, honestly. Like, I should have. Like, oh, I don't know what I was thinking.
So, I'm home alone for the week. My parents went to Florida, and my sister
Ooh.
is in Pennsylvania because she's going to grad school.
Time for a rave. Yas, queen.
What? What did you? Time for rape?
Huh?
What did you
It's
say?
time for a rave. Like a
Rave.
party? Oh my goodness.
I hoped you had said something different than what I said, but I was like,
Oh no.
so
Now you gotta invite like 40 people to your house, get some like techno music, some of them LED lights,
yeah,
get gallons of alcohol.
gallons of alcohol. I'm getting close to
Yes.
21. I'm not. I'm almost 20. So,
Yo.
and I think when I turn 21, I don't think that day, but I think I'm going to eventually get a Corona. Corona will be the first drink I have.
Yo,
Not,
you got that Corona?
and not because I think it's good, or think it will be good, just because I think it's funny.
Yeah. Dude, like the pandemic kind of ruined Corona. The drink.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, yo, you want some Corona, bro?
I'm surprised they never called it like, because there was like, Corona Omicron or whatever. I don't know why they didn't call it Corona Extra, like it's extra Corona. I guess that would have been, they probably
Oh,
would, the
God.
CDC would have been sued by Corona. That's our copyright, you
That would
can't
have
say
been
that.
hilarious. That would have been hilarious, actually. Can they copyright it if it's like the name of a disease now? Or like, not disease, like a virus? It's like, nope, sorry, that's the virus's name. Screw your beer. This is a pandemic.
I mean, I would assume so. We're in the capitalist environment that we're in. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, man. What does this mean?
Speaking of
But,
capitalism, have you seen the gas price? I'm kidding.
oh my god. Bro, they got up to like 590 over here at some point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what? It's like $80 to fill a car? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this is a crazy world. I'm glad I don't drive. Oh my goodness. Like, It's wild. It's a wild world right now. It's been a wild world since like 2020. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's been wild. When you think about it, the world's been wild. Forever.
Yeah. Why can't we go back to like 2015?
Dude, why can't we go back to the 1950s when everything was happy in black and
You're so right.
white
Oh my god. Of course.
and we were
yes.
segregated because everything was so
And
happy then, you know?
And women could barely vote.
Women could barely do anything. They had to wear dresses. The perfect, beautiful times, dude.
Yeah, they were considered things and objects.
Everyone was forced to go to church because that was the only way to live. And if you weren't found at church, you'd be ostracized.
Gay people had to be married to women, otherwise.
Or they had to go through, what's that called?
Conversion camp? Conversion therapy?
Conversion therapy, yep.
Yep.
Had to go into conversion therapy where it's just being straight through celibacy. You know, the good way to do it. Or getting beat
by a bat.
Or be eaten by a bat.
Yeah, sometimes they would beat you with a bat until you're like, alright, you like women now.
Honestly, dude, if I got beat by a bat, I'd like women too.
It's like, alright, cool, fine, dude, just stop hitting me.
Then again, it wouldn't take much for me to like women, because I already do. But, you know.
True. Oh, man. What would it take for you to like suddenly be like, nah, never mind?
What would it take... This is a dumb question. What would it take for you to be straight, Nick? Like, what would it take to eat a Klondike bar, but instead, what would it take to change your sexual orientation?
Oh, man, like, that is a great question.
You know, I'm not the co-host for nothing, you know?
Every hot guy on Earth would have to just, like, disappear suddenly.
Oh, so you want me to disappear? Got it.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you disappeared, I would have to go straight. I mean, because
exactly. Yeah, your whole life is just chasing after me, you know? So,
exactly.
if I disappeared, you would have to...
How could you out my secret? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I fell for you that day. I stole your shoe. Oh, man.
I don't know. If something that I would have to happen so I would turn gay, I would like, I don't know. I guess like, I'd have to like not find boobs hot anymore. I don't know, just one day get tired of boobs.
See, if all hot men in the world disappeared, I would just have to be like, well, where is the buffiest, bulkiest woman I can find? And I'll just marry her, I guess. You know, take me into them big arms. That's all I need.
Okay. Moving on to a real topic, the changing sexual orientation.
So about security breach.
Oh, I guess we can talk about that. Did you see the DLC?
Yeah.
Picture?
They released a teaser, and do you know what year it said it was going to come out in?
2030? No, wait, no, 2023, yeah.
Yeah.
2023.
We have to wait
10 years from
6
now.
months and a year. Yeah, 10 years. And
it's essentially just a new game.
Yeah, it'll take them like 10 years, and then they'll finally make a real game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to have to wait 6 months to a year for that DLC to come out. That's crazy.
Yeah. I guess it looks like it's taking place in the future, right?
Yes. Like,
because it's like the statue falling apart or whatever.
Yeah. So it takes place after, like, you fight Afton or whatever, and he's burnt, like, and the whole place falling apart. You know. Yeah. For like the 4th time, I think.
Yeah.
Let's Yeah, 4th time.
Yeah.
Because it happens in the books, happens in the 3rd game, happens 2 other times. I don't know.
Yeah, it happens in Pizzeria Simulator.
Yeah, so he's always burning.
Yeah. They should really try something else. They should call him the Ouija. Psych out his ghost.
Once you try to burn someone alive 3 times and it fails, I think it's time to cut your losses and try something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like it looks interesting, and something's happened to Gregory. He's in a computer now or something. I guess maybe he is a robot.
No, not more
see.
computers.
Yo, Gregory in front of a static screen must be a robot. Clearly an AI. Of course, duh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I guess
man.
we were wrong. We were because I think we guessed it would take place in the past. Or at least that's what I guessed. I was like maybe it take place in the past before.
See,
And
I
then
just thought
and you
the
said
next
something else.
game. I just thought the next game should take place in the past because that would be really cool. Because
Mhm.
there's characters we haven't really talked about from the past, like
Mr. Hippo.
frickin' Charlie's brother, who was mentioned like twice. It was her whole goal in the second book is finding her brother. And then it's like, oh, by the way, you're a robot, Charlie. And then she's like, oh, okay, I don't care about my brother anymore.
Oh, word.
Like, okay. What about this twin brother that was okay? All right, coolio. Anyway, I can't believe it. We're gonna have to wait forever for this DLC.
You're gonna have to wait. I'm gonna forget about it, and then it's gonna
Honestly.
appear.
You'll be like, oh, it's out, and I'm like, Jacob, time for us to talk about this for like 20 hours.
Yeah, then I'll let you talk about it for the whole hour.
Exactly.
And I told Lindsay when we were recording because I was like, because it just seems like we get to like 110 or 101 or whatever, and we're like, okay, we should stop now. And then we add something like where we think, oh, it takes like 2 minutes for me to save this, and it's like 10 minutes later, so it's like 121. You're like, oh, well.
It's content, bro. It's content.
And so I told Lindsay, I was like, we should just be an hour 30 podcast at this point because we always cross that line, and we're like, we'll get shorter next time, but we never do.
Yeah. I think we just have to accept it's going to take between an hour and an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, I say that, and so now we're suddenly going to start doing like 2 hours.
Welcome to the 2-hour special of the TGOM podcast. Yeah.
Oh, man. But then what are we going to do for the next special? 2.5
Welcome to the 24-hour TGOM special.
Bro, at that point, we should just start streaming.
Yeah,
Oh my
that would
goodness.
just be a live stream.
Yeah, honestly, we could. I didn't throw my phone behind the couch. You did.
I'm not even on the couch.
Okay. Well, I guess my phone is gone. Oh well, I'll get it in an hour's time.
Alright. There's nothing
But,
important on it.
Of course not. Yeah. It'll be fine. Yeah. But yeah, away from Security Breach. Have you seen
Security Breach?
Stanley Parable? No.
No? Oh, sorry. Oh, Pizzeria Simulator. Yeah, I've seen that one. There's like these hidden mini games. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, FNAF 3. Yeah, you have to type the code into the wall, right? And then like it plays the mini game. No?
Time for the FNAF podcast.
Oh no, it's like okay. Sorry.
Security Breach actually got updated again, removing a bunch of glitches, and they added new lines. Haven't gotten to that yet. Anyway.
New line, like new dialogue.
Yeah, they added new dialogue, so I'm replaying the entire game.
Nice. Good idea.
You know, as you do. I gotta find that lore.
You know, okay. Okay, last thing I swear. You should really try speedrunning FNAF, but try speedrunning Security Breach because your computer is slow enough that I think you'd be able to walk through the walls.
Okay, I actually have something to add to that. So, you know at the beginning, I'm assuming you've watched a little bit of Security Breach at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know when you're running away from Monty, he breaks through the gate, and then you gotta turn, and then you're like, oh my god, it's Chica, and I gotta go turn left,
The
and go up
best,
the stairs.
the scariest moment in the entire game. Yeah.
That part of the game doesn't load for me, so the staircase isn't loaded, and the map isn't loaded. So I'm running through a black area. So I don't know where to run, so I fall off the map, and then it reloads, and Monty is still where he was last time, but he gets loaded again. So I just have like a ton of Montys trying to chase me through this place. And I'm like, oh no, how am I going to do this? So
Extreme difficulty.
But Monty, when the map is unloaded, he can't see you anymore. So he's just wandering aimlessly. And I accidentally ended up walking behind the barricade that Chica comes through. So what I do is I walk back there because it's a long tunnel. I lead all of the Montys back there, and then I run through past the barriers, and they can't get through.
Oh.
So I have to do this long, arduous process of trapping all of the Montys behind a giant barricade just so I can wait for the map to actually load. Because I know that stretch of area is long enough for me to be able to walk.
It's terrible.
Like, I have to do so much just to play this game on my PC. It's insane.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's awful.
Yeah, I really think I should start recording on OBS my security breach playthroughs
It'd
just
probably
to
make it
show
run
how.
slower if you did that.
I mean, it'll be more interesting that way.
Yeah.
I'll have more interesting breaking of the game to show you.
Yeah.
But we were moving away from security breach. Enough of that
Yeah.
game. Back into the dumpster it goes. We'll pull it out in a year's time. Have you played Stanley Parable Deluxe at all?
No.
See, I bought that game the day it came out, and I still haven't played it.
Awesome. Great topic of conversation.
And I keep like everyone keeps suggesting like, Nick, you need to play this. This game is so cool. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play it right now. Then I'm like, oh wait, but I could like play Pokemon, or I could play some Minecraft. Like, ooh, Parasite Land? Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, I saw you playing better Minecraft for like 5 hours last night.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's interesting. I got stuck in the deep dark or whatever. Like our buddy Ismail, he went to the deep dark. He teleported me to the deep dark by accident, and he's like, "Whoops, I didn't mean to do that." And then he teleported to someone that was in the overworld. I'm like, "So how do I get out of here?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. That's why I tried to TP away." I was like, so I was stuck in the deep dark for like 3 hours, just out here killing mobs, trying to mine through blocks that my pickaxe isn't high enough of a level to mine. And I'm like,
Dude, this is the first Minecraft that this 1.19 update is like the first one that I'm really behind on. Because like I was watching a video where they were playing on 119 and he was talking about this ancient city. I was like, what is an ancient city? What is that?
Oh,
that's
weird.
Real? Yeah. And then I saw a frog on the ground. I was like, what? Is he playing modded Minecraft? What is that?
I swear, as Minecraft keeps updating more and more, it just feels it's a modded Minecraft. I don't know how like it's like there's frogs and polar bears and panda bears and foxes. Like,
yeah,
I'm playing modded Minecraft. Like bees, dude. There's bees. That's still crazy to me. There's bees, Jacob. Every time I see them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing. They're so cute. I'm glad that they're actually useful now.
Okay, so it's the deep dark. It's in the deep dark, the ancient city. It's where the warden, I bet, is.
Oh my god. Speaking of the warden, in Better Minecraft, it was a 1.16.5 mod that we were
playing on?
And it has a mod that adds the Caves and Cliffs update, and it adds the warden.
Yeah.
We would go into rooms, and there would be like 10 wardens, and we're like, what?
That doesn't seem right.
Like, they all have 250 health, and there's 4 different versions of the warden. One is blind with really good ears, so if you're walking normally, he can hear you, so you have to crouch. Right. Otherwise, he comes running. Then there's one that's completely deaf, but it can see from like anywhere. So if it spots you, it starts running, you know. Then there's one that just does not care at all. Like, you can like walk around it, and he's just like chilling. He'll only attack you if you attack him. Then he'll hit you once and walk away. That's like, bro, get back here. I'm trying to kill you.
Right.
But like they all did like 8 hearts of damage in one attack. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like 2-hit KO every time. Oh my god.
I guess that'd be one way to get out of the deep dark.
Yeah, it's so weird. Oh man.
Speaking of modded.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Continue.
Oh, have you tried out Horrorcraft yet? You said you did.
Yeah. I told you I did.
Yeah. It's
hard.
Super awesome.
I mean, yeah, it's fun. It definitely has the persona of a Parasite Land because it's just hard and unforgiving to play. But I mean, yeah, it's fun.
Dude, I can't wait to get into Horrorcraft with you. I feel like it's exactly what we've been looking for.
Yeah.
Except, sadly, our scientific ventures may be dead in the water.
Yeah, well,
we've learned all we could about the sciences, and the world has moved on. Our sciences have died.
Yeah, I
The
think we need
parasites
to
are
go on
thriving.
vacation. That's why I think we should call it Parasite Paradise. I think that's pretty funny.
Yes, I actually
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, did
Oh
you not? I
man,
sent you a message and I was like, we're moving on to Parasite Paradise.
I didn't see
Trouble
that.
in
No,
Paradise, something like that.
I love that. I'm here for it. I'm here for the new name.
I'm really glad you could get down with that.
If we had like a Minecraft series or something as video forms, this could be like the secondary series.
Yeah.
Parasite Paradise. Perfect. Like that's such a good name.
Jacob,
Oh
I
my
found a
god.
mod pack. Cool. Whenever we do Parasite Paradise, Trouble in Paradise, we'll have to try it. That's what I said.
Oh, I did not read that at all, apparently. Oh my goodness. Apparently I'm
Yeah.
blind. But yes. Oh man. Like, they have SCPs apparently. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I saw some of the mods. It's like, there's SCPs, there's the Fishes Undead Rising, there's the
Yep.
Weeping Angels. Good, we really need those. There's the updated zombies, so like it has the zombie senses or whatever, which is the mod
Yep.
we had for like a day, then we got rid of it.
Oh yeah, because it just didn't work properly because
Yeah.
of something else we had added. Like, yeah.
Or maybe just because the parasites were eating all the zombies. We didn't.
Yeah. In this one, it looks like the zombies probably aren't going to be completely overtaken. Just the mob count is so high.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Only thing I would note, only thing I really would think about is that the parasites with like these new updates that are coming out, they're a lot slower. The only way for like your world level to increase is by sleeping. What?
I was watching like Roland and Ismail play. Uh, they came on like day 6 or 7. The parasites.
Really? Okay, well then I'm wrong. Well, I don't know what version it is, I guess. So sorry.
That's fair. It's the one. It's the one. It's the newest version with
Okay.
Enderman.
Endermen are terrible.
Oh my god! Like it became a blood moon, shortly after the Enderman spawned. So he was spawning all of the like parasites and taking it into their house.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Like, and I was like, guys, careful of that Enderman. He teleports parasites. And they're like, oh my god, he's teleporting them. I'm like, that's what I just said. Guys,
See the scientific research coming in clutch right there.
yeah, like they were like, oh, parasites aren't that bad because they were thinking I was talking about the undead rising thing because they're like, oh no, that says it's like a what was it called? The why I keep almost saying striders for some reason. It's Jacob, beckon and respond them. They're
Ruptor?
stupid and annoying.
Ruptor.
Ruptors, yes.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, that's a ruptor. Like that's not a parasite. I'm like, yes, it is. Those
Yeah,
are parasites.
Mhm.
Get away from those. And
They
like
will-
20 of them would. Yeah.
They will kill you. Yeah. Because
Like,
they spawn 5 at a time and they slow you and then gang up on you and kill you.
Like the annoying thing is they're not even strong. It's just
No.
there's so many of them.
They just gang up, and when you're lagging, especially on like Parasite Land, you cannot hit them. Because they're like
Yeah.
just jumping around and you're like, ah, and then die. And then you lose your
So-
stuff for the 30th time, like I did that one time.
I've actually been thinking about why our server is lagging so much for Parasite Land. I honestly think it's because we keep adding more and more mods to a server that started with different mods. So it's like if you start a server for Minecraft in like 1.7 and you update all the way to 1.18, that server is going to be so slow. Because
Right.
when you update and add things, it doesn't really know how to handle the old plus the new. It has to like translate. So it slows things down. So that might honestly be why it's moving so slowly for us. Is just
Well-
because we've added so much over a long period of time.
Well, that's okay, because we're moving on to Parasite Paradise, Trouble in Paradise, so.
You're so right. I bet we're gonna have no lag, just death.
No lag.
Oh
I think-
my god.
The only way, though, we have to be on like an island or something.
Oh, that would be terrifying.
I mean, yeah, but like, for the name Parasite Paradise? Oh, we can bring
Yeah.
it into Hawiwi or the Gaham. We can like bridge
Yes!
2 universes.
Yo.
That would be
Oh,
awful. Bridge
I
2
kinda-
universes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, to do that, we would need to add like the Lost City. Have you ever heard of the Lost Cities mod?
I have
It
not. No.
it adds because you know how when you generate a world, it asks you if you want it flat or super tall, or if you just
Yeah.
want it normal.
Uh-huh.
There's it adds another option called city or lost cities, and it basically makes your entire world a giant city with like
Oh
a
my
bunch
god,
of
really?
buildings that has loot and stuff in the buildings, and yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah. I've
Oh my
played on it a
goodness.
couple times. It's interesting.
That would be really fun. The only problem is I don't know if Adonos lets us, because we can't add mods when we've already added a mod pack. So we'd have to
Yeah,
add each and every mod
I know.
individually.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know, but I assumed.
Oh man, if only Adonos was like a little more friendly.
Yeah.
Like because
Maybe let's make it so that this is a precursor to the Gahamas or Huiwi. Like this happens before,
yes,
and
we're gonna
then
tame the Kahamas and Hawiwi.
we nuke the Gahamas and Huiwi, and then we
Yes,
like
and
move in. I guess I don't know.
dude, are we like? Oh man, we're redoing the old lore because we had this whole lore about how the world was like destructed or destroyed and stuff. Like, what was it? It was like our alternate personalities got in a disagreement over like
Oh,
over
you mean
like pizza or
Chaos?
something.
CHAOS?
Yeah,
Uh
and
huh.
we like pulled apart like our
Our
like nuclear reactor or
Oh
something,
yeah,
and then the world blew up.
I remember because our we both had towers. It's like if you ever played Lego Star Wars, it's the T's laying next like leaning on each other. So that was
Yeah.
it was a J and an N, but we got in
Yep.
an argument, and so there was like these magnet balls that held our towers
Yes.
together. We ripped them apart. They fell and like blew up the countries or something. And then
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my goodness. So are we like are we rebooting the series essentially? Like, oh yeah, the
I would
parasites and
I would
stuff.
gladly reboot the series because I still think like Gahamas and Hawiwi are still pretty funny.
Yeah,
Um,
I do love that.
yeah.
Oh jeez. But I'm excited for Parasite Paradise.
Trouble in Paradise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. God, we have to light our torches now. Oh my
Yeah, that's the
goodness.
worst part.
Wait a minute. We might have depending on the way Tinker's construct works,
You
stone
think stone
torches.
torches just work?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Ooh,
That's
I'm
how
gonna
we
have to
got.
tell.
That's,
Huh?
that's how we got past the Weeping Gate. That'd be
Yeah.
one stone, two birds, two birds, one stone. That's how it said.
Honestly, yeah. Because the torches normally unlight just by themselves randomly. Like they'll
Right.
just start unlighting. So if you don't have a matchbox, you're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that is gonna be really interesting. I can't wait to find out.
I was using a flint and steel to light my torches, but
Dude,
I knew
I'm
you
still
could
so
make a
mad.
matchbox. But I just.
I'm I'm still so mad that what's it called? Weeping Angels break glowstone. That still angers me.
Oh yeah, I remember
I,
that.
I still think it's funny that when we had the lava in our walls and stuff for lighting,
Uh huh.
and then we added our heat and cold mod or whatever. I was like, why are we so hot in the house? It's like, oh right, we have lava in all.
Yeah, we have lava everywhere.
Oh man,
uh,
I do kind of miss the lava lighting. I'm not gonna lie, it's
it was a mood.
clever.
It was definitely a
Yeah,
vibe.
like
And then a
I
bunch
felt
of
very innovative.
demons spawned in our house, and we had to get rid of it.
Oh, yeah, that was unfortunate. Like, oh,
So, when do you think Parasite Land got bad? Because when we started playing, it was definitely not good, but it was never to the point where we were like, every time we played, we were like, okay, I'm done with this for like a week or something. Because I'm so sad now.
I think it was around like day 20 to 30 of my
Okay.
of
Shut
no,
up,
because
bird.
it was still chill back then. I actually heard the bird too.
Yeah, you're gonna hear the bird. Sorry, my window's open. It's too hot to close it.
Yo, is it getting hot in there or is it just me?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the air on tomorrow. I may turn it on today. I don't
um,
know.
but
Sorry, continue.
I think it might have been closer to day 100. We really should have kept track of that, huh? because like we could check the Minecraft day.
Yeah. Well, I remember it getting really bad, like a few days after I had discovered Uh-Oh Town. Because I remember being in
Oh
Uh-Oh
yeah.
Town and then it like switching to World Level 3. And I had all these villagers in this church and they all turned to parasites. And like I was, yeah. And so we had to, I
Oh
like
man.
asked you to come and then you died immediately. And I was like, I kind of felt bad about that. But
And then we found our entire backyard
yeah.
was a
And then I came
parasite
back.
haven.
Then I came back and I was like, uh-oh. And there's just massive pit right behind our house that we had to quarry out. And then there's another one, then another one, then another one. And we're just like, how did this happen? We've,
God, yeah, it's insane. Like we were there the entire time, but we behind
but
our
you just
mountain.
never notice.
Yeah, like we were in our little valley. We didn't think to go outside of the valley.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I expected to see more like parasites if it's so close, I guess. But like you don't see them unless you get close to them, especially at like a certain world level.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like hopefully in this new server, Parasite Paradise.
yes, Parasite
Hopefully we
Paradise.
can survive. Um, like oh, it's so scary. Okay, so you remember the mimicrabs that are added by the lycanthropes mob? No, wait, is it that one?
The what?
No, it's the one that adds a bunch of monsters.
Yeah, it's Lycanites. Lycanites? Something like that? I mean, we
Is
have
that
a
the one?
bunch that add monsters, but I mean, like, the ones that
Well,
don't look like they belong in Minecraft because they're not blocky.
no, the ones that add like mimicrabs and like the Vespa for like piranhas and scarecrows and ravens and stuff like that one.
That's Fish's Undead Rising.
Yeah. So Fish's Undead Rising, right, has the so when you die, all your stuff goes in there, right?
Right.
What do you think happens when the mimicrab interacts with the parasite?
Turns into a parasite.
Indeed, it becomes an incomplete form. What do you think
Yeah.
happens to your inventory once it becomes an incomplete form?
Gone.
Yup.
Yep.
So don't die during a blood moon.
Yeah.
Because I found out when you die it summons a mimicrab and the mimicrab will go around eating your stuff. It doesn't just go in there, it just like eats anything off the ground. So yeah, even if you like die a second or third time, that mimicrab will just like go slurp it up.
So have you been playing Horrorcraft? Not Haunted Craft.
No, that's just from what I saw of Raul and Ismail playing it.
Okay.
Because they got a blood moon on like a day 8 or 9, or well, I guess night 8 or 9. By the way, they got world like the level 3 in the world on like day 8.
Huh.
Yeah.
How? Because I thought the world level only rised after you had to like gain points by like sleeping or killing things, like killing
They hadn't even
parasites.
slept once. They hadn't even
Huh.
slept once, and they'd only killed like 2 parasites at that point.
Huh. Well, I guess the wiki is wrong. I don't know.
To be fair, the wiki might not be completely updated
Yeah, true.
because Escape and Run Parasites isn't the most well-known mod I've ever like it's really cool, but it's not very well known, is it? Because
I mean,
I haven't seen many mod packs with it.
I think it's fairly new. I don't know how. I think it's fairly popular, but I don't think it's obviously not like the top favorite in the world.
Because when we started playing it about like 9 months ago, I think it was.
Yeah.
10 months maybe.
I had.
It was like brand new at that point.
Yeah, I think it had just come out when I found it.
And it had a ton of glitches, and it's only now getting in a state because we were playing alpha and beta stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's what it had said every time. So it's only now getting into full releases and versions.
Yeah.
So I think now is the time where we can start seeing it actually being put into really cool mod packs. Hence why Horrorcraft is now a thing. But
So what you're telling me is that Parasite Land was the first ever mod pack to have parasites in it. We did
it's
it before it
probably
was
one of the
cool.
OGs. Yeah, we did it first. We're one of the OGs, bro. Look at us.
Yeah.
But now that it's actually starting to get popular, the wiki's probably going to be better. But it probably doesn't have all the most updated information, just because how many different versions there are of it, and how broken half of them are.
Yeah. They added like crab parasites.
Did they
There's like
really?
yeah, they added. I still think they need to add a parasitic squid.
That would be terrifying. I would. Oh, what if it like just like starts like sucking on your face or something? Like,
Yeah.
oh my, like it just
You
like
know that
launches.
the cut squid creature that was gonna be a mob. It was like one of the mob votes the people that Minecraft held, and one of the
Glow squids?
options was like this squid that would it had a big, it wasn't really a squid, but it had a big mouth and it had a tongue that would grab you like Yoshi and then pull you in and eat you.
I did not see that one. No, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, well, I think that was the year that the Phantoms won, so I think people are pretty upset about that one.
Yeah, I want cool squids. Squids are still kind of useless.
Yeah.
Like they kind of don't. Squids haven't really been updated since their introduction in the game. Like,
They drop ink sacs.
yeah, but
I mean, that's. I'm not defending squids; they're annoying. And they kill themselves.
like their AI hasn't been updated since they first started.
Yeah.
Like, everything else has like newer, smarter AIs. Nah, squids will still like spin in circles, randomly, and also like beach themselves.
Yeah.
Like they're so dumb. But oh man, that's a shame that the squid creatures didn't win. I would have loved to see new squids with like Yoshi tongues. They eat you. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Ow. Yeah, I'm excited for Parasite Paradise. I guess have you told
Yes.
Kyle about Parasite Paradise?
Um,
Or I guess Horrorcraft. It's not.
I I can't. I don't think Kyle has seen it yet.
Okay.
I can suggest it to him. Has he played Parasite Land since we invited him?
None of us really have.
That's a fair point, actually.
He played. No, not really. He played that one night we added him, and I don't think he's played since.
Yeah.
Then again, we've only played once since then, I think. And
I think
Yeah.
the reason it's been so long since I last played Parasite Land was, one, I've been in Michigan for the last month.
yeah,
And two, the last time I played, I got really frustrated.
yeah, we all did.
Because I'd spent like an hour and a half trying to make a really big smeltery, and I made this like nice looking room. But because I had tried to make the smeltery so big, I kind of ruined the look of the room just to make it big. And I was like, well, now it just looks stupid, and I have to make the smeltery smaller. And like now the room looks like crap, and all of our resources were still gone. Like I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Things are looking rough in Parasite Land, but we'll get it back.
we just need a vacation. The
You're right.
Parasite Paradise.
Yo. But I'm really excited for this next adventure.
I'm ready to go to the Bahamas.
I wonder if there's like if they're ever gonna have like a 1.6 of the Parasite mod, because like think about how cool 1.16.
Oh yeah.
Because they changed Tinker's Construct a lot in that one,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks really interesting. Like they add a second kind of smeltery and a second kind of what's it called? Like you know how we use lava?
Yeah.
They add something called Blaze Pyrotheum or something, and it burns at 3,000 degrees versus lava's 1,000, meaning it can melt new metals and new alloys to make even stronger stuff. So you know how we have all these like Manulan stuff? Yeah, Manulan is crap now. It's only the basics is Manulan. There's 3 new metals after that look like they could be amazing. But that's like 1.16 and above for Tinkers.
Yeah.
That'd be so exciting. One day we'll get there, Jacob. One day.
Maybe. I think there's only like one person working on it. But I mean, I
Probably.
never say die, I guess.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure like Tinker's Construct like has been dropped by the original creators like 3 times because the people who made Tinker's Construct 1 stopped making it. Then someone new came around and was like, I'm gonna make Tinker's Construct 2. And I think it's a new people making Tinker's Construct 3.
Hmm.
And
Well,
like because every like version of it, people are like, I kind of don't like the direction it's going, or you remove this and I don't like that. Like they'll add like different mods. Because in Tinker's Construct 3, they got rid of rapiers and bows because they're like, no, this is too powerful. We're going to remove this from our version. And then other people made mods being like, hey, Tinker's Construct rapiers, we remade it to work with the new one. It's like, what? Okay.
yeah.
Like, I think that's hilarious. Bows are still gone,
Yeah.
though. I don't think anyone's made bow and arrows back. Because apparently they changed how ammo works. So it's like, so ammo just doesn't exist anymore for Tinker's Construct.
Hmm.
Sad. Shurikens are also gone, I think.
Yeah, that's how mods work. Can change a little bit of everything.
Yep, and then it just like kind of phases other things out. It's
Yep.
so sad. I do miss the Shurikens. Shurikens were cool.
Weeb.
Did you? Well, like you can like use your offhand with them and just like kind of throw them infinitely. Like and just like, all right, cool.
Right.
Bro, why don't we use that in Parasite Land? Because if we make shurikens,
We don't have
that,
enough resources.
true. We could make shurikens that deal extra damage to them and inflict, and add a trait that does more damage if something is on fire. So we could just like be throwing like hundreds of shurikens at them. Think about it.
Yeah.
Like that would be awesome.
I mean, yeah.
I'll look into it whenever we get back to that one after Paradise is done.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. The parasites adapt. I think you know this. Like they adapt to damage, right? So the more you hit them with your sword, the less damage they'll take. And the only thing they can't adapt to is fire.
Fire. Makes sense.
So yeah. So we need fire, which I guess is helpful if we have to use. Well, can matchboxes light fires like flint and steel, or can they only light torches?
I actually don't know. I haven't played it yet, so I haven't tried that.
You haven't even played it, dude? Cringe.
I have it downloaded though.
By the way, you can't kill cows because they will turn haunted and immediately kill you, and they will turn
That's
into
hilarious.
nighttime immediately. So you have to kill like
serious?
you have to kill like the random mod added animals, because if you kill a cow, sheep, or well, I've had it happen to a cow and I think a pig. If you kill them, it immediately turns to pitch black night, and they will two-shot you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well then, I will keep that in mind. I would not have thought that was a thing.
And then even if you
Holy
get
crap.
away from it, they'll get killed by a darkness beast, I guess.
Oof.
So,
Oh man. I hope we spawn near a village because that would really help. Like a lot.
it'll be at the beginning of Bahamas. Look,
Yes.
tribes people.
It would be perfect if we spawn on like a large island that has like a village or two on it. That would be perfect.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. We could
You know-
actually play that today.
You know what I'm thinking? Yeah, we can. You know what I'm thinking? About Hawiwi and Bahamas, because and originally their two islands are like right next to each other, because that's how they lean on each other, right? The two towers.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I guess the J leans on the N. The N can't really lean, can it? It's kind of stable. But the J can lean. Anyways, I was thinking if we had one long island, what we can do is in between like that gap where where the two towers are hitting each other or touching each other, we can like mine everything out there, put water there, make it like a canal or something. So like merchant
getcha.
ships can come in and out.
So that we can actually make Bahamas and Hawaii. That's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
I would love this.
But then if we had to make Egypt, we'd have to. Isn't Egypt a triangle? Am I remembering that correctly?
I know it has the Great Pyramids on it, and we kept saying that's like the portal to the other universes and stuff.
Mhm.
It might be a triangle. Probably.
Yeah.
We might have drawn it that way just because we didn't know how to draw Egypt.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you draw Egypt? Just
I
make
just
a triangle.
remembered Egypt also had like all the drugs and stuff. Like that was like
Yeah.
the
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Like they were like.
drugs,
Yeah. They were
guns,
like.
and contraband or whatever.
Yeah. Oh
And
man.
then there was New Tab, the exclusively neutral country that was still
Yeah.
neutral in Chaos, CHAOS, but it was aggressively neutral.
Yeah. Like one was like, I'm gonna destroy all of you, so you're all in the same
Yeah.
state. I'm completely neutral to how you guys are, but if either of you get too powerful, you're both going down.
Exactly.
And then there's like the like, guys, let's just be peaceful. I'm not gonna hurt either of you. I'm gonna support both of you. You know, like, just real nice one.
Yeah.
True neutrality.
Honestly, dude, Chaos is so funny. It's such a good idea. Screw
God,
screw Road to Colorado. We should make a Hawiwi game.
Oh my god. We could actually like really go into the RPG elements of that too. Just like because it's a complete joke game.
Yeah.
Like Road to Colorado is our passion project. But Chaos, oh my god.
Passions.
But we can like really play around with Chaos. We can add whatever crap we want.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Those are only 4. I remember there being. Oh, there is a 5th island. It's Oh, what's it called?
We have Sassy Assassins. And we have, like,
Sassy
the peanut butter.
Assassins. Yeah. The Sassy
We also have like
Assassins.
Jelly. We had like Jelly Island too, I think.
Cause Sassy Assassins was that Angie's thing?
She had a Jelly Island.
Or no, she was Jelly Island.
Yeah, and like we made jokes about like, oh yeah, that jelly is secretly like the coagulated blood of her enemy. Like, it's like, yeah, they just like, it's not really jelly, you know. She
Right.
just really likes eating the blood of her enemies, you know. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, here's the new world map. This is what I'm thinking of. Okay, so Parasite Paradise is secretly the or maybe the post cursor of CHAOS Chaos. After the long war or whatever, and everyone died. So we come there because we are from Frycraft, which is connected in the Chaos universe, but it's far away. It's like on the opposite side of the world or the globe. So we're in Frycraft, but then we moved to where Uh-Oh Town and Parasite Land is, which is like a different continent. And then from there, we went around to go on vacation, which is the Bahamas and Hawaii, which we don't know about because it happened so long ago when there was a war. And now we're taking a vacation there.
What if
'cause
we're
there
like-
was like a,
What
I don't know, beach.
What if we're like the reincarnations of these like past people from the world of chaos? Like
We're actually so Jacob and Nick are like our great grandfathers, something like that. We're actually the next
Yeah.
in line to the throne. And that's how
Oh,
Chaos is
man.
reborn, but this time there's like parasites and zombies and bad stuff. And we have to
Well,
rebuild
now
our
we-
kingdoms through that.
Now we need to get a hat mod so we can like get hats and stuff. Of course. Now we have to have our crown.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I kind of miss the hat mods that used to exist. Like there was a really like popular one back in 1.7, but I don't know if people have updated that one.
Man, now I really want to play Paris. I just kind of want to keep talking about Hawiwi because it's just so funny to think about. Because I know we have this long, drawn out lore with us, and like just the idea that Frycraft, this thing that was not really connected to our lore, except like the first server we kind of joked about how we're gonna get married at the end of this one, and then we're gonna move
yeah.
to Path of Exile or whatever, and then from there on we're going to do something else. But I think it's really funny for us to be like, okay, so Frycraft is happening in the world of Chaos, CHAOS. But this is happening
There's a multiverse.
way after actual Chaos has happened. So after they've already blown themselves up. So then we start here, and then we kind of spread out into Frycraft 2, and then spread out some more into Frycraft 3. And then a few million years later or whatever, we move on to Parasite Land, and then a couple of years after that, we move on to Parasite Paradise, where we land back. So it comes full circle. We land back on Hawaii and the Bahamas, and then we have to rebuild. So we have to technically restart the timeline by rebuilding our empires with parasites now and zombies.
See, and the thing is, it is canon for us to have a multiverse because we have Kaos.
Yeah, we have all the
like,
different chaoses.
Chaos. Like, we got so much.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, I think Chaos Kaos is like the main one, right? It's like Chaos Prime essentially.
Yeah.
That's the
that was like Nick and Jacob with Hawaii and the Bahamas.
Yeah, and I think that's too easy to put that one in the Frycraft universe. I think CHOS is way better. AOS, sorry, is way funnier to put in like the Frycraft universe. But
yeah,
that's just my thoughts on our connected universe. So if you would like to put some notes down or something, and be my guest.
Well, we got to put it in that Google Docs.
Yeah.
I miss the Google Docs.
Dude, imagine writing out our lore. That'd be so confusing.
Oh my god, literally.
So we start off in Path of Exile, right? Then we... Yeah.
Like, we would need diagrams and, like line charts and, like, all sorts of things to try to, like, explain the lore. You know? Because there's, like, branching paths and like sort of like different canons for the same universe, and then there's the connected timelines, like to like all these other worlds we're in. Like, oh my god.
And to curve on that, let's go back to Security Breach. So let's go back to the main theories that are coming out over there. Their branching paths. Honestly, Security Breach is our FNAF in general is our biggest inspiration for our story. Okay, but excuse me. So, okay. Where is this? What? Okay. So we start is Frycraft the beginning of our timeline, or is it near the end? If we were talking about the main canon of Kaos, what is the beginning before Chaos? Before the chaos that we made in middle school came about.
So is Frycraft after Kaos the one where we're both Jacob and Nick peaceful style?
Yes, Kaos is main style, or we're just friends.
Okay.
And New Tab and Egypt and Jilly, whatever, all of them.
Frycraft would probably have to be the precursor to that.
Yes, I agree.
Because like we're like starting out as friends and like all this like oh man, let's live together, like, and then like we're like no enemies, and then we'll have our friendship arc.
Right. Yeah. So then like the second one, we kind of break apart there, and we don't really break apart, but we like stopped living together.
Yeah.
And then we came back together in the third one. Not really.
Yeah,
but
because
kind
like
of.
we
did. That's stupid.
We
did. I'm dumb.
We're in a we did.
Yeah, no, we didn't. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, we didn't. We're on opposite sides. I'm a part of the Holy Lands. Yeah, get out of here.
Right.
But yeah.
So
I'd say that is the precursor to Chaos.
Okay. So Frycraft happens. So let's say Frycraft 3 it ends, right? So our two characters, do they go on to? Is Trove part of our canon, or is that like not?
Did we have lore for Trove?
I don't think so. I think we just played Dex. We had to. Quotes.
I mean, what else were we gonna play at the time? There was nothing. Like, there was nothing to play. Like, what were we gonna do? Play Call of Duty?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, I don't think that. I was just thinking. So we go from Frycraft ends, right? We then, I would guess, go to like Path of Exile, I guess.
This might be where multiple like multiverse.
Or would we even have to go to Path of Exile? I guess that's a good question.
I think Path of Exile would be a part of like the multiverse.
Okay, understandable.
Like different Chaos universe.
Right.
Because like the world's kind of gone downhill.
Okay, so that'll be KHOAS. AOS.
Yes, because that one is Is that
Wait. Is
What that one?
KHAOS the main one, or is no KAOS is the main one?
Yes.
CHAOS is the alternate where we're all fighting each other.
That is like John Lump and Super Edgy Nick.
Yes, John Lump and Super Edgy Nick. You're right. So then I guess it would be KHAOS would kind of be.
Yeah, because that is we're friends, but the world is sucky.
And we're also cheating on each other, and I turn into a girl apparently.
Yeah. Yes. God, I forgot you.
I changed my gender identity. You know, just a normal Tuesday for us.
Of course, yeah. Of course. And then Path of Exile could probably also lead in, like Parasite Land and stuff because
I can see that.
kinds of, because there's similar kinds of hell.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because there's literally parasitic creatures in Path of Exile, with, like things will die and then just come back to life, like all parasitic like, and they're like, oh no, it's gonna get us. Like
so. Speaking of KHAOS, no, CHAOS. So, yes. Okay, so we're saying Path of Exile happens there too because it's similar hell. So we still start off with Frycraft, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what we said would happen in KHAOS. It's like it starts Frycraft and then moves on to.
We so need to get a document for this.
Okay, so
oh my god.
no, dude, I got it all straight. So we start off Frycraft, move on to Parasite Path of Exile.
So
but at the same time, there's two different versions of us who are studying at Frycraft University and whatever university you studied at. Because we did say that once in a random text message we sent each other.
We did, yeah.
Oh my God, so that's happening at the same time we're essentially about to die, I guess, in Path of Exile. So we die in Path of Exile. We graduate Frycraft University, move to Parasite Land, where we do our scientific research. Well, actually, we try to start a zoo first. Okay, hold on. Okay, no. So two people are getting their doctorates at Frycraft University. Two other people that are also named Jacob and Nick and look exactly like the people who are in college right now. They move to Parasite Land, try to start a zoo. It all falls apart and they all die. So then these two scientists come in who look exactly the same and they're actually the exact same person, but they're not the same person. They start the Parasite Land, town, whatever, all that scientific stuff. They realize this stuff has hit the fan. They dip, go to Parasite Paradise, which happens to be the Hawiwi and the Bahamas. From the past, let's go back a little bit, from when CHAOS, that Chaos, when they split apart and they blew each other up, and all the parasites came in after the Path of Exile thing happened, because then they moved, right? So then we're back in the Paradise, we're chilling out, and then all of a sudden the zombies show up. And then we find the family tree somewhere, and we're like, oh wait, we're like the 10th in line to become the king. So we're like, okay, we have to rebuild our country and protect our citizens from the parasites.
Oh my God.
That's the. I'm surprised I didn't twist my words as much as I thought I would.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't think anyone's ever gonna understand what you just said. They're gonna have. They will have to play this episode at half speed. Just
at least that one part.
Write down notes, being like, okay, so this is this, and like, okay, so that's a different, oh my God.
Don't even get me started on CAOS, dude. That one's crazy.
Low key, I might start working on like the RPG version of, because I think it'll be easier.
It could be a
good
play around practice game, I guess.
Because I'm putting a lot of like pressure on Road to Colorado, and I really be good, and I'm not really confident enough to like work hard. It's a scary game because we wanted to make this forever.
Ever in quotes. Not as long as the Frycraft universe, but you know what I mean. So sorry.
I mean, we've wanted to make it since freshman year.
Yeah.
Which predates Frycraft.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Well, not really. If you think about the timeline. Let me restate it. Let me restate it for you. So, okay, so we start off in Frycraft. I'm kidding. No. So we come back here. We're starting in Chaos, right? CHAOS. Don't get that mixed up, okay?
Oh God. Oh no.
Don't get it
But
confused with KAOS, okay? Or KHAOS, okay? We're in CHAOS, okay?
I'm honestly already having
Having a
because like we could visit the different multiverse through Egypt because this is already canon that we've stated back in like 7th grade.
This is canon of 8th grade.
Yeah, like because like back in 7th and 8th grade, we had said that Egypt, the pyramid, has a portal that can go to the other multiverse.
Right.
We've already stated this.
It's true.
So
We did say that.
like we're not even making new stuff up. We're using the old stuff.
No. We're. If you think we're making this, I made that up as I was going. You are dead wrong. I've known that since I was in like 7th grade. So
like, this is it's kind of funny that we're working off of random crap we grade and we're like actually this could work.
I mean, we're just building on a mound that is not really stable on the bottom. We can't like fix it. We have to just keep moving and try to make sense of it as we go.
Yeah, we move the pieces around and find it. Ignore the flaws. There are no flaws.
There are no flaws. Okay, if you really think about it, it all makes sense.
Yeah. We'll explain it more thoroughly in the RPG, of course.
I want to say, Kaos, CAOS. That one actually takes place in the Amorous universe, where we are floppy vaginas. So in that universe, we're actually 2 people. We're two people and 1 furry. So that's that universe.
Yes. We're 2 minds in the same body.
Exactly. And our name is Floppy Vaginas.
Wouldn't it actually also be a 3rd mind, one that we have no control over, and like why saying these things?
Oh, I guess, yeah, because there's actually 3 of us.
Yeah, there's 3 of us. The 3rd one, we're like, why are you saying this? That's not what we thought.
Yeah.
See, we were the ones making the choice to kick the table. They were the ones saying weird, perverty things about their brother.
Exactly. Yeah, we weren't that guy. We were not that guy.
We were not that guy.
We were the guy, what are you doing?
Like, why are you flirting with your stepbrother?
Messed up.
Jesus. That oh my god, that game.
It has to be canon, though. Okay, we can pick and choose what
canon.
games are canon, but I think that one should be canon.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I think we should be able to pick and choose. Everything else has to stay.
I think it would be funny for in like the little RPG for Chaos. Like there's like a little part where you can choose that world and like everything is like a furry dating sim and you're like, I think we should go.
I think we should go.
Yeah. God. That would just be so funny.
I think we need to find our art notebooks. I think that's the first step.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to look for it because I saved a lot of stuff from.
Oh, you're not even home. I guess I don't know why. I don't even know where mine. I bet I threw mine away, which was stupid of me. I don't know why I did that.
Like I have a lot of stuff from back in 7th, and I paper somewhere in there, but I haven't seen it since like we were juniors.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I don't know where that one could have gone.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I think this should be the first RPG we work on because the story is easier to make and
it's not that important.
You know. Yeah, it's less important, so I can focus more on like doing cool stuff, trying to figure out how everything will work.
But
my God.
I agree with what you said about it having a lot of pressure on yourself for Road to Colorado. Because it again is like this. It's not to say I'm in the same spot as you, because you obviously have a more important job than I do. If you really think about it, well,
I feel like we both have really important roles.
I mean, I agree. We both have really important roles, but I would say, well, no, we do. I'm stupid. Anyways, what I was saying is, I feel you on the really stressful part because when I think about, well, this and also Jacob the Anime, like those are 2 things that mean a lot to me. So when I like find out something is like not, when I see something that's like that's dumb, why did I say that? It's kind of like, yeah, it's really hard.
I get you.
Yeah.
Like, because right now one of like I just like I don't like how bad I am at world design.
Right.
And I'm like, I can make as many skills and abilities I want. I can make monsters. I can make the battles. You know, and it can be like pretty fun and engaging. But if the world doesn't look cool and it doesn't feel right, then it's just going to be a bad game.
Mm.
And like, I kind of want it to go well. Like,
I mean,
and,
yeah.
And like, I can make cutscenes and stuff, but I can't do that effectively right now. Like, I accidentally made one of the cutscenes for like my little trial game. I made the cutscene accidentally like soft lock you because the character tries to walk in a direction that they can't walk because an NPC walked in the way of them. Like, so because that NPC's pattern that I had already for how it would work, because of that, they walked in the way of the cutscene, and now the game can't move on because neither of them want to move because they're walking into each other. I'm like, well,
That's
okay.
hilarious.
And like, I come across a lot of things like that where it's just like, I'm not thinking about this entirely, so I have to go back and, you know. So there's just different things where it's like, oh, I wasn't thinking about the whole picture, and there's a lot more that I just not considering. And the artsy style of trying to build a map level is like, I still don't know how the tiles work half the time. So like when I'll think a tile is supposed to be a floor, but it's actually a wall. So when I actually try playing the level, I'm like, oh, I can't walk through any of this. These are all walls. Like, it's crazy stuff.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think... Because I knew you were making that test game, and I was... But yeah, I think if we make... I think, yeah, a Huiwi Gahama's Chaos game would be... Definitely, maybe not simpler, but it would be a test game that we could care less about, but still care about, I guess.
Yeah, it's something we could care about, we could have fun with. And,
yeah.
Yeah. Like, it would not be hard. Too much. Like, because I could play around with ideas. And if it has a couple, like, weird moments that don't feel quite right, it'll be fine. Because it's like, oh, well, I mean, it is just a game we made for fun. You know,
Right.
It's like, we don't really have too much pressure with it. Because that game is just really to talk about this, like, crappy story we made back in 7th grade that we've just really liked doing for so long.
Riley, my GameCube adapter.
You have a GameCube adapter? What's it adapt to?
Oh, I mean a controller adapter.
Oh, like, because I randomly, I wish I still had my GameCube. Because with that, you can play Pokemon Emerald on your TV.
Right. You can
like
just,
that would be. I would love to do that.
You could just plug your TV and put your computer into the TV with the HDMI cable.
I wouldn't be able to use a GameCube controller though.
Oh. You could get an adapter.
Of course, my bad.
I'm just saying.
Let me just go. I mean, I guess I could just buy a new adapter for my computer and play Emerald that way.
Yeah.
You're right. I could absolutely do that. Why don't I do that? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start playing Animal Crossing again.
I've been getting into emulating recently. I've been using Dolphin a lot.
Have you been playing Smash Bros?
I was playing, Project Plus Remix M.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it's called. It's like Project Remix. It's
Project M?
It's Project M, but it has like 100 some characters, and it's like it has the main character from Persona 4. It has It has like Shadow the Hedgehog, Silver the Hedgehog, 2 different snakes.
Interesting. So
it
it's
has
not
like-
exactly Project M in its normal form.
No, it's different. It's pretty. I mean, it's
Also-
fun, but you know.
I think we just hit about oh, never mind. We're a little past an hour. It's an hour and 13 minutes. I forgot it showed me the time.
Yeah.
I just thought I should mention that.
I'm looking at my OBS, dude. Chill.
Are you, bro? Are you sure?
Yes. 113, 25, 26,
Gosh,
27,
God.
28,
Why do I have to do everything?
29. I'm
Jeez.
using 23% of my CPU, 60 FPS. I'm
Oh
on
yeah,
C1. I'm using
I'm
a
using
display capture.
I'm using 3% of my CPU right now,
I could
and
stop
30
the
FPS.
recording right now.
I
Okay.
could start a virtual camera. I don't know what that does.
Okay. Well, last thing. I'll try to make it short. Recently, you know how Steve is in Smash now?
Yeah.
People want him banned because apparently he's really good. And
I
like,
don't know how he works.
um,
He just doesn't make sense to me as a
well,
character.
apparently people have figured him out because people want him, like, pro players want him banned because he, like, a popular Steve player from Japan who's like 15 years old just won a major tournament. Or like, it's called like
Yeah.
it was like the Gimp, not Gimp, not Gimp, but like it's this guy who like came up with the slingshot, which is like this new mechanic. It's kind of like, it's not at all like wave dashing, but it's kind of like that kind of movement, I guess. Like you have
Oh,
to
I
do
get you.
put in a certain thing, and then you do like a special move that can help you in situations, I
I
guess.
get you. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so he held a tournament for like people that could do it, I guess, like to show it off, I think, something like that. And a kid from Japan, I can call him a kid because he's 15. He was there and he won. I think it was that's what he won. It was either that or a different tournament. But he beat like a bunch of top players as Steve, and now people are like ban Steve. So
So because this kid might just be this kid good player has never done a tournament, but you know.
well, he started playing 3 months ago on online tournaments, and like people are like, okay, this,
I mean, he could just be really good at the game.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, I haven't seen
Nah,
enough of Steve. I don't
it's gotta be
understand.
this kid's player.
I
It's
don't
gotta be
understand
because
enough of Steve to like.
um he is really good. I'm not gonna lie because he's like one, like you know how he can change his like wood sword or whatever into a
Yeah.
diamond sword. Yeah, he essentially becomes uh like a light character to a heavy when it comes to damage. It's like that's insane. Like the fact he
Right.
could just change his damage rating just because,
Yeah.
like, that's wild. I mean, sure, it takes some time to do that, and you don't have to do that to win. But the fact you can is crazy. And
And
like the way his
also,
elytra works.
yeah, it's kind of like Meta Knight, like his glide.
Yeah, and like it's so hard to use for me. I literally
Yeah, I kill myself.
I go and then I go straight down to the ground because I
Yeah.
don't know I don't know how to keep the momentum up. I don't know how to make it move up or any directions. Like it's
Um.
so weird.
So, yeah, people want him banned. And I found this tweet by a by a commentator who like commentates. His name is Coney. He's pretty funny. He says, definitely down to ban Steve. I think from now on we should ban whatever character won the last tournament, and when we run out of characters, we'll shake hands and go our separate ways. So I thought
I
that was
love
really
that.
funny.
I mean, that leaves a lot of time actually. That's like what, 40 tournaments, 50 tournaments?
Yeah. Yeah, but by the last one, you're all going to be playing the same character.
Yeah. And it's like,
Yeah.
all right, guys, after this game, the game's over. And
Yeah.
then like they release like 6 DLC characters at once.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Actually, the game may never end, even if they do that banning
Yeah, if they keep like.
freaking DLC character.
Well, they
Like,
stopped updating Ultimate, you know?
did they?
Yeah.
Did they really? Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Are you really sure?
Yes.
Doubly sure?
Yes. Who was the last character? Oh, Sora. Yeah, they added Sora, and I was like, this is the last character. And
They
they
said that,
did,
like they said that before they added Terry.
and they did one last balance patch, and it hasn't been updated since.
When was Sora added? Like 4 months ago? 5 months
I
ago?
don't know, something like that. Yeah. You think I do research for this podcast? No.
Fair enough. I think we started really strong with our podcast, trying to be like because you said like, hey, we
Yeah.
should talk about this thing. And I was like, oh, bet. And I was like,
I-
all right, I did some research.
Dude, I had bullet points. I was like, the first 2 episodes were structured, and now we're just like blabbing about FNAF and random things no one else gets but us.
Honestly, I wonder if we should ever go back to the.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of I don't know. It felt stale. I mean, we still had fun, in that first episode, our very first episode. I think we had fun near the end because we talked about like Vault 69, and
Oh yeah, we talked. Yeah.
and the question like what 5 places would you bomb if you had 5 nuclear bombs?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
See, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like because, but they felt kind of lacking.
Yeah.
With like they don't feel like they had substance like
See,
the newer ones do.
Yeah, I still like putting things down to talk about, right? Because like that's how we've gotten onto.
It does. Yeah,
I mean,
it does help a lot.
That's how we've gotten onto some controversial topics, but at the same time, it's still things that we can talk about. So
Mm-hmm.
and that
Like,
that's also content, right? Like that's things you can talk about. So,
Mm-hmm.
and us being, and see, the thing is also like we're pretty different people. Like you're gay, I'm not. So, and I grew up in going to church every day, and now I don't, right? So like and even though I don't go to church anymore, we still probably have differing viewpoints on controversial topics, right? So I think it gives some kind of interesting
Like
talk.
you're a
even though,
DC fan. It's gross.
and
Oh my god.
yeah, we argue about DC. We actually like brought that up twice, but you're right. Not exactly what I was getting at, but you're right. Yeah, that's the big problem.
That's the big problem. Oh my god.
So, yeah.
Remember when we had the controversial circle?
Yeah, I remember that.
Like I think we didn't use it very much, but like we would talk about controversial stuff and like views like that's a fair reason. I can understand your way of thinking on that. Then it became DC and Marvel. I'm like, nah, you're just wrong. Stupid opinion. Terrible opinion. Oh my god.
I remember the controversial circle. And I still think that's a good idea because, well, good in quotes. I still think it's like a decent idea because like, we hear about old people all the time and their opinions. So what's the opinion of the youth of America, I guess? That was the idea.
Yeah. If you can have like a nice calm place to talk about difference in ideas, and like be able to understand where someone's coming from on their different ideal, that's a cool thing.
And more than a coat rack over here, guys. So. And yeah, that was the idea of the controversial circle, but I never did anything with it because it was.
Yeah.
It would probably have just become TGOM, right? Because it's just been the both of us.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if we'll ever add like a permanent third member.
Well, then we'd have to change our name to. Well, I guess it would still be TGOM, but it would be 3 gamers, 1 microphone.
Yeah, I mean, TGOM will be fine, but we might have to change the channel name if we did that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with having Lindsay on like every once in a while because she's fine. She's nice to talk to. But
she's a good guest. I like her as a guest member. We should have Katie. Oh man, like one of our super fans. Is she super fan or mega fan? I forget.
She's one of them. I don't remember. I think it was super fan. I think Lindsay's our mega. I don't know.
Lindsay and Katie can fight for the different.
That's what we should have them both on the same episode. Have them argue, and we just like not talk.
God.
You just constantly hear like munching of us eating like popcorn as they argue for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Like I'm like, ooh, you go, Katie, good one. Lindsay,
pop off, yes, go off.
Oh man, go girl slay.
Go girl slay. Yeah, I think that's hard. That goes hard.
Oh, that would be fun. Oh my goodness. I feel like the reality of it would be like they both are like, oh hey, like Khaos.
Yeah, they're like
really nice talking, because they're really both like gentle, nice people.
Yeah, it's like before the episode, like, oh hi, I'm sorry by the way, I'm gonna probably be a little angry, but I'm not actually angry at you. And then the episode starts and they're just vicious, like you bitch, why? And at the end of the episode, they're like, I'm sorry I said that, I really wanted to sell it.
I can't imagine either of them saying that.
I can't
Oh
either, but
my
I think
God, that
it'd
would
be
be
very funny if like
that would be hilarious.
if I did my intro and then all of a sudden she was just like, "You bitch."
I would love
Yeah, that'd be
that.
hilarious.
I would be dying.
Yeah. All right. It's almost been an hour 30, which is our new. I think. Okay. Update, which we do at the very end because no one gets here. I don't know. We may push for longer than just an hour 10 because we always go over it anyway. So maybe hour 15, hour 20 will be our new timestamp.
I think between hour and an hour and a half, like just as long as we get between that range, we're fine.
Yeah, if it goes over hour 30, I'll be okay. Nick, shut it down.
Yeah,
Let's
we
stop
might
talking
have
about
to.
FNAF.
Yeah, like we might have to do a little bit like editing to help with
Yeah.
that one.
And we're okay. I swear to God, controversial circle. It was like 4 people or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I watched a podcast recently that had like 6 people, and there was too much happening. There was like too much talking. I couldn't track who was like people were talking over each other. Like 4 people is okay, right? Like 4 people that are well disciplined and talking like podcasting. Like I can understand. I understand what's happening. They don't cut each other off as much. But when it's just like 6 friends talking, so it was like if me and you had like 4 other people that we know just like on here. At that point, it would just be
that's
like
chaos.
5 different conversations. Like, not a podcast. That's just a party. Okay.
I think the maximum amount of people on a podcast ever should be
Should be how many?
and like 5 maximum.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
like you can have like 4 people that are like solid members, and then like a game. You know,
Yeah.
like never go over 5. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Because, oh man, yeah.
Okay.
This was a good one.
Yeah. It's our comeback episode, but we hadn't really come back from anything. Thank you for
I love
watching
chaos.
/ listening to the TGOM podcast, where we talk about chaos, and chaos, and in chaos, if you will. And we will talk to you Sundays at 1 p.m. Goodbye.
Bye.